Monday, May 21st, 12:05 p.m. Mountain Time, 2018. Guys, in this video we're going to cover two things. First, we're going to start with a disturbance I've noticed in the upper levels of Earth's atmosphere that cover pretty much the entire South Pole, most of the southern hemisphere. We'll get to that here in just a second, but first, just for comparison's sake, I want to show you the current conditions at the North Pole. These are wind conditions in the upper atmosphere of planet Earth. We're going by this chart here at nullschool.net. When you're at the far right of this height value chart, you can see this is the upper level atmospheric conditions, and these are the lower level atmospheric conditions. We are in the upper, and you can see the winds are very calm in the North Pole. It's quite the opposite in the South Pole. Look at the size of this unified wind field that covers pretty much the entire southern hemisphere, expanding from South America to just off the coast of South Africa, the southern coast of Australia, including parts of New Zealand. If you measure this on Google Earth, there's the same perspective right there on Google Earth. We'll measure from, let's say, just off the coast of South Africa over to New Zealand, just to kind of put things in perspective. So we'll go from here to here just to see how many miles we're talking about. Just over 6,000 miles. And that's a unified wind disturbance in the upper levels of Earth's atmosphere. And these winds are anywhere from 155 miles per hour to 127 to 121 to 144. But you can see it's a massive disturbance that looks very similar to that of a tropical storm. The center of rotation is right in the middle of Antarctica, and the wind speeds there are 6 miles per hour. But you extend out, and they're up over 140, near 150, over 150 in places. Right there's 155 mile an hour. I've never seen a unified wind field like that ever. That was that big, and that is one collective disturbance that covers the entire southern hemisphere. And again, that's in the upper, far upper reaches of the atmosphere. So kind of unusual. To confirm that we are in the upper levels, I've attached in the description box below this website that explains the numbers and the charts that we use over here at nullschool.net. We're at 10 HPA, which is in the upper levels of Earth's atmosphere. So once again, that is a gigantic unified disturbance that covers the entire southern hemisphere. Over here at the website, what I've done is created a tab you'll find in the lower left-hand corner at MrMBB333.com. It says Ikaika Hawaii Updates. What I've done is generated this tab that is dedicated to Ikaika and his coverage of the historic Kilauea 2018 volcano eruption. And he has covered this volcanic eruption and these lava flows by land, by sea, and by air. I've watched them all from day one. And this guy has not stopped. I know he like a lot of others, are exhausted, but yet you're watching creation and history in the making. And he has literally covered this, like I said, from land, sea, and air. These are pictures that he took yesterday, May 20th, from the sea. You can notice the discolorations in the ocean from the volcanic lava that's entering the ocean, and the toxins have discolored the water. Took a massive toll on the sea life, the marine life right offshore. I think it took out Highway 137. In fact, this picture here, you can see the lava flow took a quarter-mile section of the jungle right out into the ocean, and a large section of Highway 137 just took it right out into the ocean. So all of the updates you can find here. If you click this blue tab, it takes you right to Ikaika's Facebook page where you can get all of the latest updates. He interviews a man here that was a former volunteer for the USGS, very knowledgeable in volcanoes. In fact, that's a very good interview right there. Here he meets with the senator from Hawaii. Again, more reports from, like I said, land, sea, and air. So here's a report here from the sea as the volcano lava flow enters the ocean. Just unbelievable, a historic event, and we're going to cover it here at the website, MrMBB333.com. And we've been with Ikaika since day one, literally. So I want to thank Ikaika for all of the reports and the pictures. They are truly mesmerizing. They really and truly are. So thank you, Ikaika. This entire page will be dedicated to the historic events and Ikaika Marzo for his fantastic coverage. And we're definitely keeping an eye on this unique situation down here as well. A massive 6,000-mile wide wind field disturbance in the South Pole. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a super day and be safe out there.